Hi, my name's Julie. I am a quadriplegic. I had a car accident in 1998 from drink driving. So it was just one of those silly, random mistakes that I made at the time when I was young. And it cost me, a lot, but it's also given me a lot as well, which is why I'm able to share a little bit of my story with you guys about just what it is to still kind of like be a woman and, still be able to feel sexy and have, and maintain a healthy sex life and look after our bodies, because we may have disabilities, but we're still women. And I think that's one thing that over the years I've had to come to kind of like explore within myself, because after I had my accident, I had a lot of insecurities, and one of them was obviously, can I have sex? I'm going to have a boyfriend, they're going to find me attractive. And I think just looking at those fears and insecurities, I was able to face certain situations and scenarios in relationships that I had, like not long after my car accident, I met my youngest child's partner, and obviously with him, at first it was a little bit weird getting to know one another, and obviously because you have things like catheters to come into play and stuff that you have to kind of explain and be comfortable and confident with as well. So having that sexual relationship with him at the start was a little bit like challenging, but the more open you are and the more confident you become with yourself, the more, I don't know whether easy is the right word, but I think the more natural you kind of come to an acceptance of it. So you can have a healthy sex life with other people. And I actually fell pregnant. I was not planning on falling pregnant. Didn't even really think I could after my accident. But big surprise, I did, which was also a big blessing in disguise as well. And once again, that made me look at how I carried as well, because obviously carrying while you're pregnant is a little bit different to when you're able-bodied, because you're sitting in a wheelchair, and obviously as you progress through the months of pregnancy, your stomach grows, which affects transfers, it affects catheter changes, it affects toilet, affects lots of other things. So it's learning, really big learning curve to go, you know what, I can still be normal as I can be. I was just a different type of normal and had to learn more about my body that I had no idea about. And obviously being a quadriplegic, there's not many doctors and specialists out there who have an understanding of your condition, because it's just mainstream. But I suppose that's like the rest of us with a disability out there. We're also unique in our own way, that, it's hard for the medical professions to kind of like know how to diagnose us and support us in the right way. And at the time, there wasn't many other quads that I knew that had children, so I had to kind of like learn it, a lot of it on my own. And not on that, because it changes your body as well. So it was bouncing back into shape, but with learning to be a mother, was learning to be a partner, lots of different things come. But what I came to realise after it all was, even though I have a disability, I'm still a woman. I can still have a healthy sex life. I can still give birth to children, which I'm very, very lucky to be able to do. And I can still have the same life as what an able-bodied, and have just maybe a little bit different. The things that I did have to seek extra specialists for, which was kind of like just not finding somebody who actually was qualified in a specific area, but finding, actually I had to find a gynecologist who was actually just willing to learn and work with me on obviously over the in this for me was when I really had to kind of like acknowledge and look into and explore like my sexuality and the change in like my reproductive system and stuff, and how it works and how it functions, to when it was before the injury to when afterwards was obviously when I fell pregnant, because I didn't know, like there was lots of like factors we had to consider, like the autonomic dyslexia, which can be really dangerous for quads. It was like because when you're pregnant, the bladder gets pushed on and the bowel gets pushed on, so you have to change the way you do your personal care in the mornings. So finding somebody, a gynecologist, like I mentioned, that would help me, kind of like, not so much that would help me go through and manage the pregnancy as well as my care throughout the pregnancy, was really challenging, because a lot of people weren't willing to kind of like look outside of the box, which is what you need somebody to do. And so I came across went to Monash Medical Centre, who obviously got lots of specialists and stuff, but I found a really nice gynecologist there who was with me the whole way through the pregnancy. She monitored obviously my daughter's like health and growth along the way, and she was also there at the delivery, because you don't have the contractions. When you contract, like you don't have the nerves that help push. So when I had the contractions, I had the forceps, so they had to like go with like my body. So the contraction and the forceps like pulled my daughter out until she was obviously delivered, and then to help prevent the autonomic dyslexia from flaring up, which is a change in the body that causes really high blood pressure. So if you don't monitor it and manage it, it can cause like serious complications like a stroke and a heart attack. So they had to monitor the pain side of it as well to keep that down, so that autonomic dyslexia didn't happen throughout the labour. And then afterwards, once my daughter was delivered safely, she was okay. And then it was just my body healed. I was lucky because my body healed and bounced back really well. It was just learning how to care for her back at home. So, but I think for me, what it showed me and brought to light more of me was that it gave me something that I thought I'd lost. I thought that my womanhood, like of being a mother and being able to have, like please a partner and have like, genuine healthy sex and have a family, like all those roles that a woman plays, I was still able to do all those things. And I think that was a really big milestone in my life when it comes to, like I said, just being a woman with a disability. I think people forget that we're still, not so much, I don't forget we're people, but they lose that side of us, and I think that gets lost along the way. And this has been really important to go, you know what, still am a woman. I can still do all those normal things that able bodies can do. I just do them differently. Thank you everybody for listening to my story. Take care, and hopefully I will get to talk to you again with